All right, guys, what is happening? Welcome, 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 welcome. The time has come to move on from Elden Ring until June 21st. So we will be filling that time with some Dark Souls. Now, I tried to do this already once and my game crashed and I can't connect to online. So we're starting, unfortunately, in offline mode and hopefully episode 2 will be online. The plus side, I've already done this once. So it's going to go fairly quickly. We're going male. His name is Grim. He's a cleric. His gift is the God's bless. Oh no, we're going to take the master key just because. Just because. We did large upper body. I think we did Thorlin cleric for our face. We got wild hair, dark brown. There he is. We are good to go. Right? Okay. There you have it. 1 minute in. Beautiful. Okay, now hopefully my game doesn't drop us. We will be watching the
In
whole
the
intro,
age of
and I will shut
ancients,
up.
the world was unformed, shrouded by fog.
Such a sick intro.
A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark.
Been waiting for this for a long time. Really excited for
Then
Dark Souls
from the
2, but this
dark,
is
they came
gonna be just a whole
and
awesome
found
trilogy.
the souls of lords
So
within
sick.
the flame.
So this is kind of like the important characters we're gonna maybe hint
The
encounter.
first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight,
Big Daddy Gwyn,
and his faithful knights,
Silver Knights. Oh, the Silver Knights.
and the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
That'll be fun.
With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And
Pretty,
the scales
potent
betrayed his own,
combination
and
of
the dragons
themes.
were no more.
Where they were able to meet the dragons.
Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain.
Flames will fade, dark will remain.
Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Interesting. Could that be us? I'm not going to try to read items on loading screens. The PS5 is just too fast.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead.
I'll tell you guys what point we get
And
to
in
when
this
it's
land,
my game crashed and I got booted.
the
And the
undead
recording
are
just didn't even
corralled and
exist.
led
It was
to the
weird.
north.
It like canceled everything. So I got
Where they
salty
are
for like
locked
20 minutes,
away
pouted around,
to await the end of the world.
and then decided to just, we'll just start offline. It'll be fine. I don't know why I got kicked offline and
This is your fate.
dropped out of the game. Well, actually, no, that makes sense, because when you get kicked offline, it automatically returns you to the title screen. But it, like, returned me to my home screen, my PS5 home screen, so... Alright, so we're pretty ugly. Not as ugly as him. Definitely uglier than him. Or her. Whoever that mystery knight is. Okay. Here we are. Northern Undead Asylum. As a cleric. I want to do int faith. That's the plan. Just like in Elden Ring. I think that was fun. We'll see if we can make it work in here. Let's quickly read some items that we have. We have the Black Separation Crystal. This black crystal, long a symbol of farewell, is granted to banished undead. The crystal sends phantoms back to their homes or sends you back to yours. Beware of fickle use of this item if you intend to nurture relations. So I do want to do a lot of summoning, co-op, PvP type stuff in this series, because I really haven't, because I'm really bad at it. But we can't this episode, obviously. This is the dark sign. Dark sign signifies an accursed undead. Those branded with it are reborn after death, but will one day lose their mind and go hollow. Death triggers the dark sign, which returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, but at the cost of all humanity and souls. So, we don't want to do that. Master key, yes. This universal key opens any basic lock, tool of the trade for thieves. But in the cursed land of the undead, most doors are better left unopened. Well, we'll be opening them, so just, Dungeon cell key, key to the dungeon of the undead asylum to the north. A mysterious knight, without saying a word, shoved a corpse down into the cell, and on its person was this key. Who is this knight, and what was his purpose? Okay, so it is a he. There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. So we don't know why they helped us, but best not to ask questions. So we start with heal. Elementary miracle cast by clerics restores HP. To cast a miracle, the caster learns a tale of the gods and says a prayer to be blessed by its revelations. Heal is the shortest of such miraculous tales. Straight sword, hilt, so it's broken, just a broken hilt. The hilt of this lost sword was found discarded in the undead asylum. Only slightly better than one's bare hands, not recommended for extensive use. Be certain to find a replacement quickly. So they're kind of just telling you, find something new. Okay, we got holy robes, robed on by men of the cloth, though plain to the eye. Its hardy fabric repels rain and keeps the body warm. Those dissatisfied with the church teachings must test their faith by going on a spiritual journey. Such is the ritual self-purification of the way of white. So I guess that's telling us what we're doing here. We were dissatisfied with the church, so now we're going on a spiritual journey in Lordran. Our traveling gloves, thick, sturdy gloves made for travelers on extended journeys. Same as the holy robes, except for trousers donned by men of the cloth. I think that's it. That's all we got right now, guys. Okay, we will be reading items. We are... I think I was like 15 minutes in. We're 10 minutes in, so I saved about 5 minutes, I guess. And then, yeah, right around here, it just kicked me out, erased my recording, booted me out of the game. Or I'm dead. So one thing to note is through here you can see this big butthole. And maybe we'll have an encounter with him later. Who knows? I don't want to read all the tutorial messages. Oh! I hope you guys can hear that. Episode 1. Rosie's making her appearance. And Dixie. Now, it's pretty dark, and I can't remember if you end up with a torch in this one or not, but I like the torches in the Souls games. A lot of people say they're useless, but I'm a torch guy. As you probably may have seen in my Elden Ring playthrough if you watched it. Pulled out my torch pretty often. And here we are. Rest at the bonfire to recover HP. You know what? I can already tell this is going to be a problem. Let's turn this down a little bit. We'll try 5 and see how that goes. Because just by this sound of me walking on the grass, that was loud. Alright, so here we are. Oh, check it out. You can see another demon up there. So there was one demon over that way and one up there. So now we know there's more than one. If we check out the rest of the courtyard, I don't think there's anything else. But it's worth a check. It's been, like I said, it's been a while. So I'm gonna remember main parts and stuff, but a lot of the little shit I'm not gonna remember. From the side, all right. This part I do remember. So we'll come in here. Remember what we saw above. It is the Asylum Demon. But around him, oh my god. There's a good chance he'll kill us. We run around him, we come through here. We'll be back, Asylum Demon. You can fight and kill him, but I mean, come on guys. That's not me. I'm not gonna be the one to get him. Do we have our... No, we have our miracle, we just don't have our casting thing. So now they start kind of giving us some gear. We've found a shield. I don't think I want to use a shield this playthrough, but we'll equip it for now. Wooden shield decorated with the ancient symbol of a double-headed eagle painted yellow. Wood shields are lighter than metal shields, but with lower physical damage reduction and reduced shield stability. So like our Elden Ring playthrough, I'd like to do a non-shield run. That's out of my comfort zone for sure. There's our mace. So, okay, let's equip our mace. Can we read the... Yeah. Iron hammer with a protrusive pommel. Standard weapon for clerics, this simple bladeless strike weapon is effective against most foes and can break the guard of shield. However, one miss leaves one wide open. Now, I wouldn't mind running the mace as our main weapon. I would not. Oh shit. So I do not have to press I'm used to the Elden Ring controls right now, so we'll get used to souls. Don't worry, guys. All right. We are now back in here. There's our bonfire. Door's closed now. We get that much later, that item. We will return to the asylum. So the one cool, well, not the one cool, but one really cool thing about Dark Souls is it's kind of open-ended as far as areas to explore and ways to go and stuff. So, that being said, I don't know kind of the route I plan on taking. We'll just play it by ear. All right. So that cracked that open. See, I'm really bad at non-shield. I would have just ate those 2 shots with the shield and then smacked him. That's how I would have done that. Okay, so we see that this is locked. Let's go check that hole that got broken in the wall. Aha! Did he fall through?
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you.
Die, then
You
lose
and I,
sanity.
we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Yeah. Nice. So we have our healing potion. 5 chugs. We got our asylum F2 key.
I would hate to harm you after death.
Yes, please don't harm us
So go
after
now.
death.
And thank you. Now I must bid. I would hate to. And thank you.
Okay. Hopefully you're alright, buddy. Hopefully you end up okay. You heal from your wounds and stuff, and we see you later on. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Sorry to see you go, man. We'll take your souls, though. Thank you. All right, let's move on. So he gave us the Estus flask. The undead treasure these dull green flasks. Fill with Estus at a bonfire, fills HP. The Estus flasks are linked to the Firekeepers. The Dark Tales also make reference. An emerald flask from the Keeper's soul. She lives to protect the flame and dies to protect it further. And then we got this one. Okay. Key to the iron bars on the east side of the 2nd floor of the North Undead Asylum. The Undead Asylum is a giant undead prison, segmented by countless iron bars. Even if an undead were to escape from a cell, passage to the outside world would not be gained easily. Well, we'll see how easy it is or not. So these are all tutorial messages. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. There's our talisman for miracles. Okay. See, we're one-shotting these fools. Okay, let's pop that on then. Before somebody gets over here. this is good. Ooh, that's a good heal. That is a good heal. Alright. There's one more guy to kill. And then we can hit the boss. We should be able to break through his guard with our... Yeah. That's why the mace is awesome. We should just maybe stick with bludgeoning weapons. We went with a really badass sword in our Elden Ring playthrough. So we can maybe see what kind of sweet... blunt. That's what it was. I was struggling to think of it in one of the episodes. I never came to blunt. Okay, so here we go. You want to get the plunging attack, because that will do a big old chunk of damage out of here. And go around and smack him in the butthole. Oh. Oh my god. If I could get up, I should be able to survive this fight. You want to stay behind him for sure. Just smack away at his butt. Heal when you need to. And take a shot or two. And oh, that was dizzy. I think a lot of things are easier to beat unlocked on, but you can lock on. Alright, we got a big pilgrim's key. And we got a humanity. Any souls for... Yeah, there we go, 2,000 souls. So our big pilgrim's key. Key to the inner door of the Undead Asylum main hall. Big key belonging to a chosen undead pilgrim. But this chosen undead knows not what this pilgrimage has in store. So that's our key. We're the chosen undead, maybe. And we're, you know, on our pilgrimage for some reason. What else did we come... Oh, we didn't read the talisman. Medium for casting miracles of the gods. Canvas talisman is for clerics on pilgrimage. Equip talisman to cast miracles. Attune miracles from a scroll at a bonfire. Most miracles have limited number of uses. And what else do we get? Oh yeah, humanity. Our first humanity. Rare tiny black sprite found on corpses. Used to gain 1 humanity and restore a large amount of HP. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? That is some deep stuff to ponder. Alright, we are rolling. We used our big pilgrim's key. And we are out. Good job, go straight ahead. Now, I'd like to check. I know where one little item is, but... Oh. Oh. Okay, I think... Yeah, you can come here and, like, drop, I remember that from Dark Souls 2, but I did not remember that in Dark Souls 1. You, like, drop these birds' items, and they trade you items in return. Soul of the Lost Undead. We'll read that once, and then we'll... Soul of a Lost Undead who has long gone hollow. Used to acquire souls. Souls are the source of all life, and whether undead or even hollow, one continues to seek them. So everybody's after souls. Everybody wants the souls. Nice view. Really cool. Whose graves are these? Other undead, maybe? But undead don't die, so they wouldn't need graves necessarily, you know? Dead end? Oh.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the
Very
undead
cool.
asylum
Very Lord of the
in
Rings-ish.
pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Lordran. There's the bell tower. It kind of shows you what path you're supposed to take as it flies you in. Literally, it shows you the exact path you should go first. And you know, I think we're going to do that. And here we are. The wonderful, iconic, brilliant Firelink Shrine. We will rest here because I believe we get 10 Estus, yes. Should we level up yet? So let's see, what should our plan be? For now, I want to do like 15 Vitality and 15 in Faith, and we'll go from there. We'll obviously have to up our attunement. See about weapons as we go. So let's just start with 1, 2, 3 there. Easy vitality up to 15 for the first few levels. Okay, and now let's explore a little bit of Firelink. Got a big nice tree. Oh, sorry. Some random dude.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually two bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town.
Now, a lot of people hate Blight Town. I happen to love Blight Town. I think it's a just awesome
but I have
area.
A feeling that won't stop you.
So we're gonna have fun when we go down there.
It is why you came, isn't it?
Yeah, so okay, we need to ring these bells.
The undead.
Yeah, we do want to ring these bells. That's our goal. So the first is above, and we will go above.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow.
I am.
I don't know. Going hollow could solve quite a bit. What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses.
So he's going to tell us about humanity.
Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting my neighbor is only human.
Sinister. So what do? Just sit here and be ominous?
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do know that if you try to fight him...
Oh, that's all we need. Well, listen carefully.
Well, this is different.
One of the bells is up above in the
Oh, no.
The other bell is back with it. I'll die again before I step foot in.
Oh, that was new lore. I'm sorry, guys. Or new dialogue. If you try to fight him...
Now? You ask
like
too many questions.
He'll kill you for sure. You don't want to talk to us anymore?
I'm not up for
Okay, I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
I'm not.
Okay, let's explore around Firelink Shrine. and maybe end the episode after we finish exploring Firelink. So this is the way we're going to head first, up there. I would like to do an in-depth poke around of Firelink. Because I know there's a good amount of items around here. So you saw the 3 humanity. We will not be going into the skeleton graveyard. Firebomb. That's new. Bisque urn filled with black powder. Explodes, inflicting fire damage. Relatively powerful ranged weapon, especially in situations calling for fire damage. A very precious item at low levels. Many warriors use these to augment their strategic repertoire. So yes, those fire bombs are definitely useful. They come in handy for sure. I'm sure we'll find use for them. Okay. Hello, my friend.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am
No.
Petrus of Thoroland.
Hello,
Have
Petrus.
you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
I don't know if I have business with you or not.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace.
Okay.
No, go ahead. It's for you.
Thank you. Copper coin.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that
Perfect.
please you?
Yes.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Okay, we're
Now,
already in this
let me
covenant.
share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts.
Cool shield,
and your
Petrus.
faith.
Very cool shield. We'll learn the gesture. What do you got? Eating for standard talisman issued to common believers. Equip. Okay, we know all that. Medium for casting miracles of the gods. This talisman is only granted to high-ranking Thorlin clerics. Has high miracle adjustment, which, thanks to divine protection, is not dependent upon faith. What does that mean? Is that in? No, that. Wait, hold on. Let's. How do you? Oh shit. Sorry. Okay, well, I don't quite know. Does that mean it scales off int? Well, that's kind of cool, though. Thorlin Talisman. We got some spells. Great Heal excerpt borrows from only several verses of Great Heal. As a result, it can only be cast a stark few times. Would normally link to one's homeland. Only the curse of the undead has distorted its power. Only the curse of the undead has distorted its power, redirecting casters to a bonfire, or perhaps for undead, this serves as home. Common miracle amongst cleric knights. Force, create a shockwave. This quickly acting miracle inflicts no damage, but propels foes back and defends against arrows. Cleric knights use this miracle when charging into enemy mobs. Sweet. And seek guidance. Miracle of the clerics of an undead mission. Display more guidance from other worlds. Guidance facilitates communication between undead, but their value varies greatly. A balance of faith and wisdom is required. And then we got heal. Elementary miracle cast by cleric. Oh, we have this one.
Come
Right?
again.
Yeah.
The effectiveness of the teachings.
So we'll definitely want to
depend
learn some
upon your
miracles from Thorland. Or not, from, what's his face? Petrus. This is a pretty significant room later on. Out here, you have the Graveyard of Death. Which, I mean, I could run through there and get all the items, actually. That wouldn't be a bad idea. This leads back around to Firelink. Oh. Soul of the Lost Undead. Stairway up. Oh. Fell down. There's going to be a lot of falling, probably, in this series. So we can go around there, I believe, and get that item. Another Soul of the Lost Undead. Now, back by Petrus, there's a little secret thing, I believe. Or wait, how are you supposed to get it? Is it... Let me just go check that real quick. Up here... Wait. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. Like, I feel like you can go down, can't you? Or is that death? See, I don't have any of my favorite prism stones. I thought you could go down there. And then it leads to some secret, like some... You know what? We're just gonna try it. Oh, yes. Okay, so right out here. And there's a bunch of chests full of items. Cracked red eye orb. Just read them one at a time. Cracked red eye orb. Defeat the master of the world you have invaded to acquire humanity. The cracked red eye orb allows players to temporarily imitate this ability, normally limited to the dark wraiths of Koth. Koth. So that's a big name in the Souls, in Dark Souls 1. We'll encounter him later. Or it. Talisman and Morningstar. Okay, so we gotta... A scaling, B scaling. So we'll just we'll just keep the canvas talisman. And then we got the Morning Star also. Hammer with a sharp spike on its pommel, one of the more barbaric cleric weapons. Uniquely, this hammer inflicts thrust damage and causes bleeding. So that's kind of cool. Is that like more of a dex weapon then? No. Requires less strength. 300 bleed effect. Let's just stick with the mace for now. Homeward Bones, 6 of those bad boys. Love Homeward Bones. Bone fragment reduced to white ash, returned to last bonfire used for resting. Bonfires are fueled by bones of the undead. In rare cases, the strong urge of their previous owners to seek bonfires enchants their bones with a homeward instinct. So these are bones of previous heroes that we're finding that, you know, will take us home. Lloyd's Talismans. Talisman utilized by Allfather Lloyd's cleric knights to hunt down the undead. Block Estus recovery within a limited area. In the outside world, the undead are accursed creatures, and Lloyd's cleric knights are widely praised for their undead hunts. This blessed talisman blocks undead recovery, allowing the knights to fight with impunity. They will come into handy for us in a different way later. So let's try to do a sprint through here. We'll gather up a bunch of items and try to get back to the bonfire. We cannot kill these skeletons, so we will not even try. Just trying to steal all your items, guys. Leave us alone. This is where I can probably die. Wow. Oh, they got me. Look at that skeleton army. I think we got all the items out of there, though. Don't worry, we will come back to the graveyard to actually kill all these skeletons and stuff. But for now, that's not an area you want to be running around. We don't need to go this way yet anyway. So let's get our souls. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, check that out. Very cool. It's our bird friend. Now the skeletons are probably still after me. Jump over there. There's the bonfire. Okay. Let's read some lore. Maybe level up if we have enough souls. And then call this episode. What did we pick up? Zweihander. One of the gigantic straight great swords. As the name suggests, the Zweihander is held with two hands, but its wielder must still be inhumanly strong. It is this great weight that sends foes flying when hit solidly. The winged spear, a long-hilted spear with a barbed point, long reach, and can be used with shield up, effective against hard exteriors and hits for high damage at the right moment of an enemy's swing, but the hit radius is small and it's easily blocked by shields. Round wooden shield crafted in Lordran, decorated by an ancient blue catechus. Giant trees in Lordran are distant offspring of the great stone arch trees. This shield inherits their properties, and the wood greatly reduces magic damage. So that's cool, that's good to know. Though we're trying to not use shields. Okay. Hold on, can we... We have to do it this way. That's okay. How many do we need? Does it show us how much we need to level up? No, it does not. Alright, we got our 15 vitality. Let's see if we can do one more. We need 758. Cool. We'll be able to do one more. Get 2. We'll get our faith to 15, then we'll get into 15. Then we'll get attunement to 15, or whatever. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I guess we'll stick with the mace for now. Okay. I'm liking it. Alright guys. Thank you for joining me on our first episode of Dark Souls 1 Remastered. Buckle in. We are going for the whole thing. Now there's 3 achievements I need, or 3 or 4. All miracles, all special weapons, and I still have to, I've never been a Sunbro, so I have to be a Sunbro. Somehow I missed out on that, with which a cleric should be easy, so we'll maybe get a couple of my trophies I needed. Anyway, alright guys, until next time, I will see you later. Sword Saint on your not. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.